Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. Welcome. Tonight's video is going to be a really fun video, you guys. Not that all my other videos aren't really fun, but tonight we are going to be playing with some makeup, you guys. As you guys can see, ta-da! I recently bald my head. Of course, all right. I know I have been bald all the time, but then there's bald and then there's bald. So as of recently, I have been inspired to completely like bald my head, like as in like nothing, like nada. Now, I actually cut my hair last week Thursday, so you guys are seeing a few bit of, hair that's growing out, but my head was originally bald. And yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through the whole experience. But yeah, I decided to come in here and do a quick get ready with me or a makeup tutorial to show you guys how I'm rocking my bald head. Just in case you guys are, inspired to bald your heads, I'll try out, this new chic and like clean, fresh, weightless type of look, you guys, because that's the vibe. That's the vibe with these bald head looks. But yeah, just in case you guys may be thinking about balding your hair, cutting your hair off short, I'm going to be giving you guys a quick little makeup tutorial on how I, rock this hairstyle and, just kind of like tips and tricks that I use to kind of like play up my face to kind of like carry off, my new look. So if you guys are interested in seeing my makeup tutorial for bald head women, then by all means keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your support. Let's just get into it. So, what made me bald my head? Okay, I know my hair has always been short because I normally have like a skin fade on the side and like a 1.5 on the top, thereabouts. But I was recently inspired by a few models that I've seen on like Pinterest and a few YouTubers that I've seen like completely bald their head. And I was like, oh my God, I would love to try it. I will say to you guys, cutting your hair as like wearing like a buzz cut is one thing. It's a chick, it's a chick type of vibe, chick look, nice and weightless and free. And I'm like team bald hair, team short hair for life. Okay, I'm not with the hair, the weave, the wigs. I'm not with the shits. Okay, I'm not with it at all. So I love a nice short hairstyle, and the shorter is the better. However, I have never ever dreamt of like completely like cutting all my hair off. Now, you guys are probably seeing some hair growth right now because I actually cut my hair like last week. Okay, I cut my hair like last week Thursday. So I've been meaning to give you guys this makeup tutorial over the weekend. Today is actually Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, okay? I will admit to you guys, like I had to make somewhat of an adjustment, okay? I had to like so first of all, when I came home, let me just give you guys a reaction because I saw a couple YouTubers who cut their hair and they gave us like a video of like what to expect. I mean, again, there's bald and then there's bald. Like, first of all, the barber experience, he was like, okay, you want to do your hair like that? And I'm like, yeah. I showed him a picture of a model that I, saw on Pinterest. And he was like, okay, so it looks good in the photo, but I don't know how it's going to look in person, like everyday life. It's like, I know, right? You sure you want to do that? And I was like, yeah, actually, I think I want to do it. Okay. So he took it down to like a 0.5 on the sides, and no, he faded the sides. So he took a 0.5 or 1 on top, and then he faded the sides to like a 0, which is a normal thing I normally do. And he said to me, are you sure? I was like, yeah, just go for it. And he took it off completely, like shined my head. I didn't take a picture because if I could be honest with you guys, this was like a transformation. I know, like, again, I've been bald, but like completely like removing all the hair off your scalp is very like, it's like, oh my God, let me just tell you how I felt initially. I didn't know my head had so much dents in it. Like I didn't know my scalp had so much dents in it. And one of the things I anticipated after like completely balding my head is that this YouTuber said that your scalp has like different colors. It's not the same shade, and it might have a different shape. I kind of have an idea of the shape of my head because obviously I'm bald headed, but to see your scalp in the variations in the color, because obviously your head is covered with a little bit of hair, and that kind of like creates a bit of protection from the sun, so you do tend to have like uneven colors in the scalp. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And then I picked up a few like, you know, like hair care routines, or should I say scalp care routines. So I bald my head, and I immediately came home and I kind of like exfoliated my scalp with some brown sugar and tea tree oil. Obviously they said to use some tea tree oil because the tea tree oil, it helps to detoxify the scalp, and it kind of adds moisture to your scalp as well. So yeah, and then the exfoliant helps to get rid of any, you know, like dead skin cells, just kind of like completely clean your scalp. And from experience, I know exfoliation helps with like uneven tones as well, especially like, you know, like with virgin skin, because obviously my scalp hasn't been like exposed like that before. So that's the first thing I did, and I quickly shampooed it with some, you know, with some shampoo. And when I was watching that particular video, I'm gonna actually put the name of the YouTuber that I saw that gave me this advice down in the description box, obviously, because it makes sense, right? So you guys can check that video out thoroughly, because she went into a lot of detail of what to expect when you completely bald your head, and it was very, very helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna pop, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna just pop her video right here. You can see her thumbnail right here. Head over to our channel and check it out. However, she's no longer bald, so you might just want to check that video out. Okay, but yeah, the uneven skin tones and the like my scalp looking kind of like dimply and uneven was like, oh my god, I don't know. And then she said that be prepared for people to have like, you know, to stay at you and have like strange comments, which brings me to my family reaction. So when I came home, my kids was like, Mom, you bald your head? And I was like, yeah. They're like, you like it? They're like, yeah, we love it. So my kids, they all love it. I mean, they're like my cheerleaders, like they're like my champions. Okay, so they were like, yeah, we love it. My mother-in-law was like, it looked nice, I like it. I was like, okay, good, okay, that's not so bad. My partner came home and was like, who the hell fucked up your head like that? And I was like, oh my god. And then my mom was like, oh no, I don't like it. Okay, so yeah, it was a bit of an experience to transition into a bald head look. Okay, even though I've always had my hair short, but to go completely bald, all of a sudden I didn't realize like how rounded my head was. I don't know. Like I felt like with hair on my head, my face looked a little bit smaller, my forehead looked a little bit smaller, which is why, you know, I'm gonna show you guys a few tips and tricks, you know, when it comes to doing your makeup, because, you know, balding your head, it kind of like removes your hairline, so you don't have a hairline. So it's like, okay, where does my forehead start, where does it end? So that was kind of like my reaction at first. And for myself, see my hair was just a bald, see myself bald, initially I was like, whew, I don't know if this was a good idea. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out, I'm gonna tuck it out, because I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. And I was like, you know what, let me just like play with some makeup, see how I feel, you know, try out a few looks and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna just do it. We're gonna just have, you know, we're gonna wear this look. And I want to say, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today is day number 6. Today is day number 6 of rocking this like really low bald head look, and I'm absolutely loving it, you guys. I did try on like a few little, you know, makeup looks, but I didn't do my full face. So today is gonna be the first time that I do a full face of makeup with this bald head look. My hair is growing back right now, so that's okay. I kind of like it with a little bit of hair. I would say to you, I do like it with a little teensy weeny bit of hair. But at this point, you guys, how am I feeling? I'm never going back. Like, I swear, I'm never going back. I'm never ever going I mean, I'm not going to say never ever, because there are some things to be aware of that I was a bit scared of when it comes to balding your head. I don't want to hear anything about no razor bump. So I'm just like, I'm trying my best. Let's, you know, yeah, I just have to be cautious about that and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it, you know, compared to the initial shock that I got when I cut my hair. Not the shock, it wasn't much of a shock, but it was just like, you know, it was that kind of vibe. So far, I haven't had any stares. Okay, I've had one random person walk up to me and be like, why do you bald your head like that? And I'm like, because I wanted to. But yeah, I'm going to be getting into a bit of a tutorial to show you guys, you know, a look you know, that I think will go really well with my bald head, as well as my foundation routine. Because your eyes, when it comes to balding your head, it's all about like focal points, you know, that kind of way. I love lipstick, so this just gives me the opportunity to wear my lipsticks, because like, yeah, I'm a herder. I collect lipsticks and I don't necessarily wear them all the time. And especially if you're gonna do like a very loud makeup eye or something like that, I would go for a nude lip. But on an everyday basis, like to just like, you know, go out of the house or whatever, I'm not gonna have a full face beat, so I'm gonna put on like a nice, really nice popping bright lipstick. Tonight I'm gonna give you guys a full face makeup, eyeshadow, lip, everything, and kind of show you guys like, you know, the minor changes I've had to make to my foundation to kind of go with my bald-headed look. So let's get into it. All right, so first things first, eyebrows, you guys. Eyebrows are important, muy importante when it comes to a bald-headed look. So I'm gonna quickly, like, you know, shaping my eyebrows. My eyebrows routine is pretty much the same, but you know, the barber went, you know, he got a bit excited. He was like, yeah, let me just slash your eyebrows. And I think he kind of cut out a little bit too much out of my eyebrow, if I can be honest. But at this point, I'm ready to bald my eyebrows as well. Let's just get into it. So I'm using my Dip Brow pomade in the shade Chocolate, okay? And I use my MAC Paint Pot concealer in the shade NC45. This is an oldie but goodie. I've had this like concealer forever, like forever and ever, like forever, ever, okay? I'm going to quickly go in with my concealer just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Eyebrows are on. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my eyebrow primer, and this is the P. Louise and M. Mitchell Acid Rain eyeshadow primer. So I'm just gonna quickly like apply that with a flat brush, just to, you know, slap it on there, obviously. And this is pretty much my brush that I use to apply my eyeshadow base all the time, hence why it has a bit of product. So next up, I'm gonna be diving in with this Morphe palette right here. I haven't used this palette in like ages. So this is the 35S Sweet Oasis Morphe palette that I bought a very long time ago. But I'm gonna be playing with a few of the shades in here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be going in with this shade to the top right here that's called Do Not Disturb. It's kind of like a greeny, like kind of like a metal shade, green with a green undertone. So I'm gonna use that in the crease of my eyelid. Then I'm gonna go in with like a fresh like blending brush to kind of like blend out the edges. Next I'm gonna go in with this like pink shade right here called Private Villa to just blend out the outer edges of my crease shade, just to kind of give a nice gradient. Going with a flat brush, and I'm going to be taking a bit of this blue shade and putting on the outer corner. Then I'm going to go back in with my flat brush, and I'm going to be going into this shade called Sail Away. Is that it? Coastline Cruise, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna go in with this shade called Island Hop, which is this icy blue shade here. Next, I'm gonna go in with a fresh crease brush and kind of like blend the shade together. Alright, so I have blended the 3 shades across and I have a bit of fallout here, so I'm just quickly like dusting that off. So that is it for the upper eyes for now. Now I'm going to be going in with my foundation routine because I like to do the top of my eyes and then go in and do my foundation and come back and finish the under eyes. I'm going to quickly go in with some micellar cleansing water just to kind of remove some of the fallout off of my face so I can have a nice clean canvas to do my foundation. I'm going to be going in with the NYX Honey Do Me Up face primer. I like a dewy primer, you guys. I just like my skin to look dewy and glowy and, you know, not matte at all. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Butter Pecan. Now, this is not exactly like the perfect match for me, but I kind of like make it work because it is a bit extra brown or extra warm in my opinion. Next, I go in with my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Tan Neutral, you guys. Now, my foundation does look a little bit light, but I tend to balance it out with powders. And usually this foundation is a little bit too warm, right, obviously. But I feel like I'm a bit tanned at the moment. Now, just one little adjustment I'm having to make because my head is bald. Now, when I like lightly made up my face the other day, I noticed that, hey, I now have to like recreate my hairline because as you can see, you can't really see my hairline. And normally I don't take my highlighter up to the center of my forehead, my face. I usually just stop at the nose. But because I'm kind of like having to create some light and then afterwards I'm going to use some bronzer to the top of my forehead, which I don't normally use bronzer because my forehead is quite small. So I'm gonna the only adjustment I'm making as of, you know, recently balding my head is adding some concealer like here. To let my concealer like sit and kind of like sit on the skin a little bit. And now I'm going to be going in with my bronzer, and I use the bronzer in the shade Espresso to contour the outer edges of the face. And like I said to you guys, normally I don't put a bronzer to the top of my forehead, but because I'm having to like reimagine my hairline, I'm gonna go right across with my bronzing stick. Then I like to take a lighter shade of bronzer to do my nose contour. Then I go in and I blend out my bronzer first, my contour first. And I like to start with like the cheekbones first, and then I tend to go around the face. So that way I take most of the product like under here. Then I go in with my Hourglass concealer brush and blend out my under eye concealer. So I like to start from the outer edges first, and I don't really take my eye concealer too far out because I don't really care for that look. going in with my nose contour brush to kind of blend out my contour to the side. I kind of like going in with my finger just to kind of like blur the lines a little bit. So that way my contour isn't too harsh. Now I'm going to be going in with my loose setting powder, but I just need to like blend out the lines under my eyes. Oh, it's not many lines anyway. Perfect. Next, I'm going to go in with HUDA Beauty's loose setting powder in the shade Kunafa for all over the face and Blondie for under the eyes. And I don't bake, so I just quickly go in and I dust it all away one time. Next, I go in with the shade Kunafa all over the face with my IT Cosmetic Jumbo brush. Then I go in with my MAC Fix Plus. So this is the Magic Radiance Fix Plus. I've never used this one before. Well, sorry, this is the first time I'm using it. I usually use the regular ones, and I just think that MAC Fix Plus is like the end all. It's like the best, like setting spray. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Die Hard bronzer from Morphe in the shade Phenom. You guys, I have about 10 bronzers, and this is my absolute fave. I just love this bronzer. Going with my blush palette from Morphe, and I'm not quite sure. Right, so this one is in the shade Warm Master, and this is 8W. I have not used this blush palette in like forever, and I just figured like let me just pull it out because I have not done a makeup tutorial in like ages. So I was like, yeah, let's just bring them all out. So I'm actually going in with the shades Golds and Provocative. I'm just going back and forth and kind of like just giving a nice like orange dusty rose, you know, shade. And I kind of like to take my blush up to my forehead, you guys. Ooh, it's just a vibe for me. Next, I'm going to go in with my Dior highlighter, and this one is the 01. This is the 01 Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette highlighter, and I'm going to probably go with this like champagne gold shade right here. Alright, so that's my highlighter from the Dior Backstage palette. Okay, normally I tend to layer my highlighters just because, oh, wait a minute. My nose contour, you guys, wait a minute. So I'm gonna go in with the 02 shade with the 02 highlighter, Backstage Dior highlighter, and I'm gonna go in with the goldish, with the like white gold one for my nose. So now let's get back to the eyes. I'm just going to finish the under eyes. And now I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to go with this purple shade because it has kind of like a shift between black and purple. And then I'm going to kind of like outline it with like a gray purple shade. Then I'm gonna like smudge this shade out just a little bit, just to soften it up, to bring in the another shade that I'm gonna add to kind of like blur it out. Then I'm gonna take this like gray purple undertone shade and kind of like blur out the under eyes. Then I'm gonna go back in with this like initial shade, this icy blue shade that I applied to the front of the lids to kind of like connect the under eyes. But this time I'm gonna wet it. I'm gonna also go in with a little bit of this blue shade to the center so I can, like, you know, connect the look. I'm gonna go back to my highlighter and this, oh, child, just do that to me on camera. I'm gonna go back to, you guys, my highlighter just dropped. Right? So, I'm gonna go back in with this like rose gold highlighter to highlight my brow bone. Next, I'm gonna go in with my eyelashes, and yeah, this is just like a quick drugstore brand eyelashes. I'm gonna quickly apply, and I'm gonna do that off camera because I can't find my tweezers. Right. So I quickly put my eyelashes on off of camera. Now I'm gonna go in with my lippy, you know, to go with this you know, this eye look, and I kind of selected two of my like Oliver goodies, like my die-hard favorite lips, the only lipsticks that are kind of half done in my collection because all the other lipsticks are not. And I have my shade Cyber, and I think this is the matte smoke purple, and I think I'm gonna go with Cyber, you guys. And then I'm gonna finish off with my Fix Plus just to add a bit more radiance to this, you know, overall look. All right, so there you have it, you guys. This is the finished, you know, look that I put together, you know, for you guys. I wanted to capture kind of like somewhat summery, but a bit of like a grungy, kind of like gunmetal-y, yet kind of like summery look in a way. And I pulled out, you know, my Cyber lipstick that I haven't worn in ages. So yeah, this is how I'm gonna be pretty much rocking, you know, my my bald head look, because I want to kind of like play with something softish on the eyes but still impactful, so that way I can bring out somewhat of a bold lipstick, you know, that kind of way, because bold lipstick is like the bald head like anthem. Yeah, so this is the look that I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed this, you know, makeup tutorial. If in fact you did, please give me a very big thumbs up, especially if you made it to the end. You guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button. I do perfume reviews mainly on this channel with a few try-on hauls, and I decided to just give you guys a quick get ready with me to show you guys how I'm gonna be rocking this bald head look, and kind of give you guys, like, you know, a few ideas to kind of carry off, you know, a bald head. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your support. Until next time, see you guys in my next video. Bye.